What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel and another update on our gravity build for 2025. And I'm going to share some of the difficulties we're facing on this build and hiccups and speed bumps. But as always, if you guys want to see more, stay tuned.
You feeling cold, Mr. Neat?
It's freezing. It's freezing, but we're good.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. And this is the official episode you guys have been asking for. We've come to the end of the road with the build of the trio for Gravity and our Euro tour for 2025. It's been stressful. You guys can see my fade is out and I actually need to go for a haircut. We've got a barber shop, by the way, for those of you guys that don't know. So if you're looking for a cut, please come through. We'll sort you out with Diego the barber. But anyway, back to why we're here. So it's been a stressful journey. I've learned so much, guys. Like I promise you, you know, there's a saying, right? And this is something I learned later on in life. As people, we often pray for courage. We pray for patience. And the Almighty doesn't just give you courage. He doesn't just give you patience. He doesn't just give you knowledge. However, He gives you opportunities to become courageous. He gives you opportunities to exercise patience. And that is what this build has been. Honestly, it's been triple the stress of Nkabi and Vato put together. And there's been a lot of disappointments on this journey. You know, but at the end of the day, we pulled it off. It took us just over a year to build the trio. A lot of after hours, a lot of sacrifices. And again, these were not full nut and bolt restorations. We just fixed what needed to be fixed and got the cars looking pretty and functional. And hopefully they'll do well at Gravity and the rest of the European shows that we are going to. Now, I'm going to say this, right? If you do not have patience, don't build old school cars. I promise you, you will be tested. Nothing will go according to plan. No matter how good you are, no matter how good you think you are, it's never going to go according to plan. And that's just the reality of old cars. I'm in this game for 24 years, guys. Some of you weren't even born when I started building cars, you know. But I'm in this game for 24 years. And 24 years building cars, and I'm talking about hundreds of cars, guys. I still learn every day. So again, don't ever think you've arrived. Don't ever think that you know everything, because these old cars will test you. Now, like I said, these builds were challenging. A lot of after hours grind went into this build, but we came to the end, and because there was a lot of issues, I had to get my team, who I'm super grateful for, to work a 48-hour shift. That's right, guys. My team was so dedicated, and I'll tell you some of the issues we experienced. We had paid someone to do the sunroof, we sent the sunroof out to someone. They then charged us an exorbitant amount without informing us what was going to be done. The sunroof, when we came back and we installed it, was not functioning. And then we had to get the guys from IS Motorsport, who referred us to someone, to come out and actually repair the sunroof that we sent for repairs to that person. So that was one of the challenges. The bags was an issue. So there was a lot of issues along this build. And again, we had to work from Thursday morning right into Friday, from Friday right into Saturday morning at 12:30 is when the cars were loaded on the container. Now you might ask yourself, Chip, why would you do that? Guys, understand something. Had I not been able to get the customs inspection done, the car would have missed the shipping date. The next shipping date is for after the show. So for example, the car would be sent a week or 2 weeks later and would only arrive after the Gravity show, which means that all our sponsors and all the money and the effort and the time and the sacrifices we put into this build would be for nothing. So that is why I had to make a call as a business owner to sacrifice the 2 days to finish the car. So much so that we actually did a lot of the repairs at the container yard. Werner was kind enough to assist us. And I'm going to talk a bit about Werner in a few moments. But for now, again, my team was amazing. The sponsors were amazing. My family, again, I love you guys. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, you guys as well. You guys count as my family. You guys really supported us on this build and were rooting for us. And there's a gentleman by the name of Cammy. You guys seen him in the previous video. Him and his uncle were busy setting up the side drafts. Let's meet Cammy in an in-depth interview, and you guys can understand why I want him to work for me. And yeah, take it away. Okay guys, as usual, it's 8:15 late, and we are almost at the finish line with the trio for our Gravity build. So standing next to me is someone that's played a massive role in this build, and someone that's young, up and coming, that definitely needs our support. And you guys know this channel is all about encouraging others to follow their dreams and fulfill their dreams and go with their passion, because at the end of the day, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. So standing next to me is Cammy. How are you?
I'm well, and you, Chip?
Lekker. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling lekker. I'm just coming here after.
Okay, give us a bit of an introduction on who you are.
How's it, guys? I'm Cameron Neyman. I own a business. The business name goes by the name. It's named after myself, my brother, and my father. All our names start with C, so Triple C Auto Works.
Nice.
Cameron, Cheslin, and Craig. Yes, I do spray painting, mechanical work, suspension of all. And yeah, more towards the old school.
Nice. That's how we get along.
Yeah, for sure. I'm mostly from what my father is currently. Started mechanical is Mary. My first job was play baby.
Okay.
And that's where I qualified. But other than that, yeah, still the pattern, the love building our own cars. Myself to my brother,
Nice.
my circle of friends, people I meet, a few. Yeah, and just encouraging us, man. Keep pushing, keep going forward. Like you said before, or a few moments ago, you were just giving a pep talk. Yeah, and words of encouragement, and yeah.
That ain't good, man.
Now, so we came out here, you know, Chuck needed one thing from me and my uncle. Yeah, like setting the side drafts on a good Abolosu. And I came out and I decided, you know what, let me help Chuck out. And yeah, after looking at what else is needed on the boat, the M5, the 222, the trailer, I told myself, no, you know what, let me just put a little bit more extra work in where I can. Just nice. And day three?
Yeah, day 3.
Day 3, yeah.
Day 3. Night 3. Night 4.
Yeah. And I'm basically, I'm just honored to be shop just to assist you.
Man, appreciate it a lot.
Represent South Africa
Nice.
on the car industry, coming together, working.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, question.
That's how relationships are formed. It's not just the car, it's the people you meet behind the car and the bonds that are built. And again, I always say this, right? We learned a lot of expensive lessons. The sunroof was a very expensive lesson. The struts getting Sabotage was an expensive lesson. But again, in life, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna deal with people that are terrible. And the Almighty is gonna send you good people to help you out. And that's the way the world works. Not everyone can be good. You need bad people in the world so you can appreciate the good people. So thank you so much for coming out. I wanna ask you, out of the 3, what's your favorite food?
For me, the 2 nice. Outside is yeah, man, the side is but that Moto, that M5 has
Yeah.
the 222 overall. When I walked in, from what it looked like to what it looked like now,
Yeah.
I love it.
Big difference, eh?
I love it.
And what do you think of the build overall concept design compared to Vato and Kabi?
Look, color scheme, I love it. The design of the BVS, all throughout from the M5 to the trailer to the 222. And basically the color scheme, like I said, interior wise,
Yeah.
bang.
Yeah.
If all ties in,
Nice.
I say that the improvement is there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Small things that was changed.
Yeah.
The side on. I like it. I love it.
Nice. Favorite part of the build? Something that makes you look at it and think, yeah, nee, this is South African. That's our flavor.
Nah, look. On the fact that it comes, majority of the parts is Cape Town, South or Joburg, and just the flavor, man. The flavor, like Chip has his own flavor. Chip was telling the guys, nah, I'm not happy with that. I'm not happy with that. For me, it's the BBS wheels for sure.
Nice.
The
Like
air
that.
for sure. And the fact that we're throwing a trailer in, why not? Yeah, exactly. Who's gonna take the stance car, put the stance car on a trailer, bag the trailer, and tow it all together?
What a stance car.
Yeah, for sure. What the stance car? Yeah, nah, but Chop, I appreciate it a lot,
No, lekker, man.
and I'm glad that I could also assist wherever I could.
No, we appreciate it, bro. And as a token of my appreciation, right? We got it on camera. So I'd like to gift you with a free interior from Chicanos as a thank you. To say thank you for coming out and assisting us.
Thank you so much, Chop. This year.
So it's the least that I can do.
Yeah.
And I think you deserve it.
Thank you, Chop.
And also, I know you had a conversation now with me and with us that you want to move on to opening your own business.
Yes.
You must do it, because what I see now, your morals, your values, your work ethic, you're going to go far, brah. And we need more shops like you.
For sure.
And I really hope that all you guys support him. We're going to pop his details up on the screen now. So if you need any mechanical, spray painting, whatever work you need, give him a call, and don't forget to tell him that Chip referred you for that special Chip discount. Not the sunroof discount, not the discount, but the proper real meaning of discount. I had to knit so the round. We got shout, guys, on this year. Yo, like, I don't want to go on to that now, but yeah, okay, but yeah, I went off topic, guys. It still hurts me, huh? Yo, sure. But no, I wish you all the best, and thank you to the team for coming out. You guys are awesome. I love your passion, and I really appreciate it. Really, it means a lot to us and my viewers as well. And you guys must feel proud when this thing is standing in gravity and the other shows. You must say you had a hand in it.
Yeah, no,
That's what it's about.
definitely.
Lekker. Thank you
Represent
so
my
much.
South Africa all the way.
Awesome. Any advice for youngsters like yourself?
Guys, just follow your passion. Just keep pushing. like myself, I started, like Chop, he started, and look where Chop is today. I must say, myself personally, I am somewhere, even though it doesn't seem like much. When I actually sit back and look, I've actually grown to a large scale compared to the way you like fire.
Yeah, no progress is too progress.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, sharp. Lekker, bro. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure.
Lekker. I'll see you guys in a moment.
Right, now we come to a stressful part that totally threw us off. Remember the sabotage that was done on the E34 bags? So supplier swapped out the shocks. We re-welded the shocks and did the fabrication ourselves in-house. So that was done properly. So we did the refabrication, but the problem is the supplier did not want to change out the bags, even though we requested the bags to be changed out. Because what happened was the shaft damaged the bags. Supplier just said change the O-rings. We changed the O-rings, and unfortunately, the bags started giving problems, and this is how it went. So right now, we're actually at the container yard, and we're doing a bit of touch-ups, and it's so weird, nah? Everyone that knows me always says I have a high tolerance for stress. This is testing my patience, because not long ago I had the stress with Vato and the shipping issues with Vato, and obviously some of the issues with the damages, etc. And now I came and gave myself 3 times the stress. But yeah, so if you look behind me, I think the camera can turn and show everyone. We got majority of the shop out trying to do the final touches on the cars, doing the final cleaning, etc., etc. Alignment, because we didn't have time. Like I said, these cars, we work on them after hours, and it took us over a year to build them, you know, and it's been a challenging journey, but we're almost there. But enough of that. I'm gonna do a feature on the cars in a bit. I'll take you guys through the cars quickly, just to show you the work we've done, and to give you an idea of what our expectation is going forward. But for now, let me introduce you to the man of the moment. I say the man of the moment because Werner plays a very important part in this journey. You guys would have remembered him from the previous video and also the launch video as well. So Werner, thank you so much for your hospitality and allowing us and getting us permission to bring half of my shop and to assist with the repairs at the container yard. So thank you so much for that. How are you doing, Werner?
I'm very good, thank you.
Lekker.
Yeah, so I also want to thank YJL
Nice.
by doing the transport and the yard, and also want to thank Sturts for doing the clearing on the other side. And end of the day, behind Classic Cars and myself, there's a lot of people involved,
Of course.
and all the people involved, I just want to say thank you. To my staff as well, that's going to pack today. Some of them working now 8-9 years, so yeah, we're ready to do it.
Nice, lekker.
Yeah.
And how you feeling about the cars? Last year it was Vato, which was 1 stress. Now
Yeah.
it's 3 times the stress, eh?
Look, the biggest stress was to pass the inspection.
Yes, which we passed.
We passed, so that is done. So now it's just finishing off, and then it's I'm not so stressed than last year.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's this is for me smoother,
Okay.
except now for the stress we had with the inspection.
Yes.
But yeah, we are ready to do it and having a smooth process. The guys in UK are ready to accept the cars, and we're going to do our best to make it a smooth process for you.
100%. I appreciate that. Now let me tell you, I want to give you props and I want to give you a lot of credit, because so far from the guys that I've used for shipping, I would say my last trip was a nightmare. Like I have told you all the issues I faced on that trip. The reason why I went with Werner again is because your professionalism, the way you keep me updated, your paperwork, everything is on point, everything is on check, everything is systematic, and that's what I love. And honestly, the first time was a bit of a challenge for both of us, but honestly, if I compare it to what I went through with Vato, it was a walk in the park. So honestly, thank you so much. The way you run your business, the way you keep clients updated, your professionalism. I'm gonna mention something small. So I brought most of my team. In order for us to be able to be in this yard, we need to wear these reflective vests, and Werner organized for my team so they can work on the cars. Now that's the extra mile that Werner goes to, and that's what I appreciate as well, you know. So thank you so much for that, Werner.
Thank you for the compliment.
It's really, I promise you guys, please use Werner if you ever want to ship a car. You are shipping another car for us at
Yes.
35 IS as well.
Correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much for the compliment. Things can go wrong
Yes.
in any shipment. We just try to do what we have to do today,
Yes.
and try our best to get it done. And the best thing is keep communicated with your clients.
100%.
They like to know what's going on. And end of the day is I'm not in a market to compete to others. I'm just here to enjoy my job. I love my job, and everybody in the industry know me, where I like to get things done. And yeah, I love my job, and all the export paperwork and stuff. I do it every day.
Nice.
It's part of my life, and I love cars.
Nice. That's important.
Yes, I've got a client. He says to me, I'm sick as he is because we sometimes just discuss all types of cars.
Nice.
And,
Not a bad thing.
Not a bad thing, no. And you learn, eh?
Of course,
You
do
learn from every make of car. You can learn something.
Yes, definitely, no doubt.
Yeah. So if you're speaking to the older gentleman, and I will always tell you something about a car.
Yes,
And like I said, you're not too old to learn anything about a car.
I agree with you, definitely.
You must be open to knowledge to receive it.
Yes, 100%. I love that. And what's your opinion on the trio that we built?
Yes, this is stunning. This color it's amazing. Like I said to you earlier, it looks like the air-cooled Porsches used with special colors
Yes.
before they went to water-cooled.
Yes,
This one reminds me of that one. And as you walk around the car, the color changes.
yes.
And I'm definitely like your trailer.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna knock on your door for one as well.
Nice, I love
Especially where you say it goes hydraulically down and lifts in front.
that. Yes,
Yeah, it's quite nice. When you ship or when you work with certain cars, they are
Yeah.
very low.
yes,
I saw when you got your car down, it
Yeah.
took a few seconds of
yes.
patience.
Yes,
You can
100%.
easily scratch the bottom bumper off.
Yes, especially with the old classic cars. I can't take credit for the design because that was all Nitz's design, and Nitz is a legend, guys. Let me tell you, like I told you guys on the previous episode, Nitz is a prayer that was answered. And without my team, obviously, we could not have achieved this. So shout out to my team, Chicanos, love you guys, and my family, wifey, love you guys a lot. So maybe take us through. I see things have changed a bit. So I see some bags here. Let's talk about the type of container we're going to use because the container is different.
Yes.
And I see there's some bags here on the side.
Okay, so this is a 40-foot high cube container.
Okay.
So when you receive a container, you don't know what you receive. So
Okay.
you must close the door, go through the container, make sure you don't see holes and stuff in the roof
Yeah.
because that will cause problems.
Of course.
This is what we call a descendant bag.
Okay.
It's to gather moist. It's not going to take all the moist,
Yeah.
but it's going to take some of the moist.
Okay.
So it helps the container to breathe.
Yes.
And when it helps for it, because what happens is if the ship goes through a big storm,
Yeah.
things like that, the moist becomes like mold on bread.
Okay.
And it goes all over the car.
Okay.
This is just something to try to prevent it. So you'll always get condensation in the containers, like carport.
Yeah.
And this is what we put in. We're also putting buckets inside the cars
Yeah.
as well, because we had some in the past. It happened where
Yes.
we had those things. So we're trying to prevent, and every time we're doing more research to become better and better and better.
Yeah.
So this is something that can help.
Nice. I like that. Perfect. Now you guys see why I chose Werner. And what's the ETA for the cars?
So the ETA is plus minus, I must get my calendar on my head, it's plus minus the 18th on the arriving that side, and then from there clearing and stuff, so you have a few days before the show.
Yes.
It can be sooner. The ship will leave plus minus Thursday, Friday, Saturday next week.
Okay.
So it's going to leave now here, they pick up the container,
Yeah.
onto a truck, onto a weighbridge, and then it goes directly here to stacks in Durban.
Okay.
And then it goes through the gates, get it stacked stacks is where you the container is next to the ship. And then from there they put it onto the ship, and then it leaves, and then from there you get your communication and stuff. This time we'll give you a link as well.
Oh, nice. So we can actually check where the
Yes,
ship
you
is.
can see how it goes.
Okay, nice. I love that. Awesome.
And then from there we will just communicate and keep you up to date and trust that everything will go well.
Okay. No, hopefully.
Like I said this morning, but I want to say something, your crew is very professional. Each person knows what they must do.
Yeah, 100%.
They don't stand around, eh? One guy's cleaning, that one, it's quite nice to see.
Yeah, no.
So let me think on those guys from the USA, building the cars in 14
Yes,
days.
yes. No,
It's
I'm grateful. I have a very solid team. So much so that we didn't sleep. I mean, I messaged you guys in the group.
Yeah, I
We
think it
didn't
was-
sleep. We're actually on reserve. Even Mo is finished behind the camera. So we haven't slept We've worked a full shift. It's just been crazy. But again, I have a team that understands what these cars mean for us as a company, what it means for the country, and they're artists. They're proud of their work and they want to showcase their work. And again, third overseas build, it's something to be proud of, guys. Definitely, no doubt.
We must all support you like we support the Springboks and the
Of
cricket
course.
and everything.
We would love that.
And because it's anything goes overseas. It doesn't matter what color you are. That is the
support-
same.
yeah.
We just want South Africa.
Of course.
South
of
Africa
course.
is a special country, and everybody in it is special. And
Yeah.
everybody enjoy. Look at an Afrikaans die gees.
Yeah, I
Yes.
actually mentioned that. So
Yay.
when I was at Outrace, the Poland show,
Yeah.
shame, I feel sorry for the MC. The MC was trying to get the crowd hyped up, and people were like, yay, yay, there was no energy. And I thought to myself, if that was a South African rugby match or soccer match, or Driekus Du Plessis was busy fighting or something, people would have been going crazy. And I love that. That's actually why one of the reasons why I love South Africa.
Yes.
Is our here's and the fact that we stand behind each other regardless of race, ethnicity, or stuff like that. We're South Africans, like they say.
I remember with the first World Cup in
Yes.
'95. Now
Yeah.
I'm giving my age away.
Yeah.
Where the people dance in the streets
Yeah,
and they
it was
celebrate. And with
crazy.
each World Cup, you still see it.
Yeah.
And what nice about it is, I spoke to someone, they left South Africa, and they said they're missing to speak to the people at the
Yes.
tills. So you can have a conversation with anyone
100%.
at any point of time with
Yes.
any person in South Africa.
Yeah. And also our food is better. I'm just sorry to my overseas guys in Dubai, America, Australia, Africa, and I say this, Africa's food is the bomb. If you guys are really sitting overseas out of Africa, do yourself a favor, please come and visit our African countries. The culture, the people, the food, I promise you're going to continuously want to come and visit us often. So I'm inviting you guys, personal invite. You guys can stay by my house and by Werner's house. We don't mind, we'll treat you guys.
Oh, lekkere kos, man.
Okay, perfect, Werner. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No,
And the
100%.
company is proud to represent and do our best for you.
Awesome.
Any problems, we man up.
I know
That is
that.
something what we do, and we're trying to get the problem solved.
No, I appreciate
Because
that.
things do go wrong, but
Yes,
like I said,
we're human.
yeah.
We make
Yes.
mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
But thank you very much. I
All right.
appreciate it.
Thank you, Werner.
Okay.
Okay guys, so this is the moment we've all been waiting for. Is Chip really building an E34 M5 wagon on air ride on BBS RS with a double axle trailer on air ride with BBS RS and an E10 1600 with a rag top with BBS RS on air suspension in a matching team? Well, you guys know me for quite a while, so you know when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do something. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure and an honor to introduce you to your Gravity 2025 contenders, proudly African, guys. Take a look. I hope you guys like it. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take you guys quickly through each car. We don't have much time. We have to load the cars onto the container, and Verdner has to make it, or actually the container has to make it to Durban by tomorrow evening, so it can be loaded and off it goes to the UK and obviously Europe to attend the other shows. Now, if you guys watched the previous episodes, you'd know that our Gravity project was a trio. So standing behind me is our version of a right-hand drive E34 M5 station wagon, but with Chicanos flavor. You can go, bruh. But with Chicanos flavor. So the vehicle started off its life as a very stock 5-5 E34, which in South Africa is quite rare. We then decided, and you guys helped us, search for a E34 M5 donor car. We ended up purchasing a very clean E34 M5, which was the last of the production line. So naturally, I listened to you guys. You guys convinced me not to break the vehicle up. So then my good friend Mo from EMI, as you can see in the previous episode, we managed to purchase the vehicle, and that's when the transformation began. So we stripped the vehicle down. Now, mind you guys, this project has been on the go for about a year. And again, it's not a full build, right? So fortunately for us, the donor car that we bought mechanically was in very, very good condition. So all we needed to do was to take out and put into the one car and add a little bit of color, interior and our flavor, and Bob's your uncle. So the color in question is actually the Techno Violet, which is a very iconic BMW color. But you guys know me, I always want to add my flavor. So Lance from Brooklyn Paints played a bit with the formula for us and mixed until we got our desired result. And the type of paint that we use is similar to Vato's color, where it's kind of like a two-stage flip color. So in certain light, it will look black. In certain light, it will look purple. So it's quite an interesting color, and it's always a conversation piece whenever people look at colors like this. So like I've mentioned on a previous episode, E34 M5 station wagon must have the E36 M3 mirrors. You guys know I'm a BBS fan. So my good friend Mo actually did a deal with me on one of my Modenas, and I swapped him a set of my Modenas for the 17-inch BBS RSs because I wanted to go with a 17 to 18 on the wagon, and obviously I wanted to carry that step up or step down from the 18 right up until we reach the 16, which you'll see, which is on the trailer now. Now the good folks, Jazz and the team at SRR Hardware, hooked us up with the amazing hardware for the wheels. So we went with step-up lips in front, 2-inch lips in the front, and we went with the neochrome studs to match the purple menacing paint job. Now, due to the interior being white, you know Chip always has a plan, I opted to go with the white and gold PPS caps to match the interior. Now, because of the spec of the wheel, I wish I could have gone for a bit of a bigger dish in the back, but we were able to fit 3-inch lips at the back, which obviously gives the car a nice and clean look. So that's your wheels sorted. assembly was done by Ridwan from Wheel Nuts. You guys met him. And all the hardware was sponsored by K Motors in Malawi. Shout out Mansoor. You really are a good person. You have a very good heart. And I wish the Almighty blesses you with nothing but the best. So now that the hardware and that is sorted out, the sunroof was a bit of a challenge. We opted to use someone to try and assist us with the sunroof, of which the sunroof worked to a certain level and didn't work after that. So we tried to get the same people out to come and sort the sunroof out, which was a mammoth task. Eventually we called on our friend Ismail from IS Motorsport. Now Ismail, being the sunroof guru, actually saved us, guys, because we were sitting a few days ago with a non-working sunroof waiting for these people to come and help us, and they didn't come through. So thank you so much, Ismail, for hooking us up with the repair on the sunroof, on the E34 and the rag top, which we'll get into a few moments. Now I want to take you guys to the interior, which is quite cool. Our good friends Uzi and Manoj at Color Glow Edenvale came on board as a sponsor, and they basically redid all the grey trim in a white or off-white trim to kind of match the interior. Now you guys know I love things that match. We went with a very nice off-white suede roof liner and decided to wrap the M-Tech2 steering in white leather. We did the centers of the door pads in diamond stitching with perforated material, and we did the seats in perforation with diamond stitching as well. Now what I love about this car is as you enter, you are greeted by this powerful sign. This is an M5, guys, even though it's a replica, but everything about it is M5, even right down till the speaker pods on the doors. So it's actually been an amazing journey with this car. A little bit stressful as always, a lot of hiccups. You guys know the gentleman that actually robbed us on the air suspension items put us back a bit. The gent that did the sunroof initially put us back a bit. I got overcharged a lot on this, so much so that I've actually decided to change some of my suppliers, because I'm the type of person, I don't really negotiate. Unless I feel you're overcharging me, then I'll ask you for a better price. So this car actually was a big lesson for me, but there's a lot of good that came out of it as well. And our sponsors made up for it, you guys made up for it, and the end result of the car made up for it, you know. So let's talk about the headlights. Now guys, I want to tell you, sourcing parts in South Africa for this car and the 2002 or the E10 is very difficult. We were able to buy some brand new parts from BMW. So we managed to get a brand new set of headlights, fog lights, indicators, fender indicators, brand new set of tail lights, badges, a few coolant bottles. But to be honest with you, it's very difficult finding parts for these cars. I wish we were fortunate like the European countries or in America where you can get stuff overnight. But unfortunately, these cars are so rare in South Africa, it's difficult to get parts for them. And that proved to be a challenging mammoth task, guys. So again, I always say it, if you're not a patient person, don't get into old cars. This car's had a lot of delays, trust me, for a year, just well over a year. We had a lot of delays sourcing the car, sourcing parts, etc. And the way they stand, they're not perfect, but again, we build it not to strive for perfection. We build it because we want to be better than the day before. Remember that. Nobody's perfect. No car is perfect. Every single car has flaws. Just try and be better than you were the day before. And that's progress, guys. I always say it. So let me show you guys the interesting part, which is the exciting part of this car, right? So like I mentioned, it is an E34 M5 replica. So everything was taken out and transplanted into this car. Luckily for us, the motor was in very good condition. So it was basically take out, put in, change, do an oil change, change plugs, do a little bit touch-ups here and there, and the car started. Now, I haven't really driven the car. I've probably driven the car a few meters because we're out of time. But when the car does come back, I promise you I'm looking forward to driving this car and actually feeling the power of this E34 M5. So let me take you guys quickly to the boot install. Okay, now boot install wise, very simple, very elegant. You guys know I'm an Alpine person, so we decided to go with the Alpine 12-inch, 2 Alpine amplifiers, mono block for the sub, 4 channel for the speakers, and a radio. Now the sound is going to be installed by my good friends at Car Audio and Security, Raj, Palm, and the rest of the team. Now the reason why I do that is because for 3 years they've treated me like royalty. The initial plan was for me to basically order Exlo kits, airlift items, and send the cars to them and have them bag the cars and do the boot install. Unfortunately, Exlo doesn't offer kits for these type of cars. Hopefully in future they'll offer, and we'll get to do a project that's another big project with them. But for now, to show my love, show my support, they're definitely going to be hooking us up in both vehicles with radio speakers, connecting up the sound, and also sorting out the nitty-gritties and detailing the vehicles. So shout out to Palm, Raj, and the team at Car Audio and Security. Looking forward to seeing you guys. I'll see you guys soon. Now, before we get to the star, I say it's the star, but I want to give you a little bit of a storyline behind these two vehicles, right? So this is an emotional build for me. This was going to be a build that me and my brother were going to do collaboratively. And unfortunately, he passed away in March. May the Almighty grant him Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah, Ameen. And I needed something of him. So the donor car came from Costa. His nickname was Costa. So I decided to name the car after my brother, Costa GP. Now this is actually a story because this is the big brother carrying the little brother. And for me, when I look at the cars, it makes me feel that I always have my big brother with me. And my brother was the type of person that honestly carried everyone. He was the type of person that put himself last. If you ask anybody about him, they always had good to say. And that's my brother. And this build is a representation of who he was. I'm the flamboyant, fancy, loud one. He's the chill, subtle one. Undercover, but when he needs to give hiding, he gives hiding. That's an E34 M5 station wagon. So yeah, again, very emotional build for me. So now I want to show you guys some cool things. Hold on, I need the air remote. Now before I get into the build, a massive shout out to Gideon and the team from Pro Auto Rubber who sponsored all the rubbers for both the vehicles, including all the polyurethane bushings for the trailers. Let me tell you, these guys were so excited to come on board, and we were just as excited to have them on board, and we've been supporting them for a very long time. So make sure you guys go and check them out because their store is growing at a phenomenal rate and they need our support. So please do chip a favor and show them some love. And of course, I can't forget Talon and his dad for hooking us up with the archers and the front spoiler for the 2002. They've been on board for all 3 builds, and I wish them nothing but success. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And of course, my good friend Mujib from Tuskit. Super grateful that he's come on board, and he's actually sponsored all 3 cars. And the previous 2 builds as well, in terms of the license, registration, color change, and the personal plates. And he's definitely my go-to guy when it comes to all the licensing needs for my cars and my clients. So make sure you guys show some love and support them because we need them, and we really need to support each other. And another such sponsor that needs recognition again is Shahid from Wheel Freaks, who's come on board this build and sponsored all the tires for the trio. Shahid has also come on board on my 850 build, which will be revealed very soon. And again, I really wish nothing but success for all these guys that have come on board, because they didn't have to, but they believe in us and they believe in the car culture of South Africa. And again, together we can achieve so much, guys. Imagine if everyone thought this way, where we just support each other instead of having so much hate in this industry. That is what I hope that this build will make people wake up and see. And next year we'll have more guys building cars, and we'll all go together and go represent our continent. How cool will that be? Now, what's cooler than having a bag E34 M5 station wagon with a bag trailer carrying your E10? I think that's quite cool. So again, you guys know I wanted to do this for a very long time. So as you remember in the previous episodes, we bought a very bad trailer. We literally had to rebuild the trailer from scratch. I have to say shout out to the South African Palm, Nits, who is my right-hand man. Nits basically sat and designed the complete concept. I promise you guys, the intensity of the way this trailer is, Nits is super smart, intelligent, creative, and that's why we make a good pair, you know. So yes, the trailer does have BBS RS wheels, original set. Hardware is from SRR Hardware. Now on the trailer, due to the container being a certain size, I would have liked to have gone bigger on the dishes to give it a bit more of a stance look. However, the trailer has to fit in the container. So we had to go with very narrow lips, 0-inch lips basically. Step up kit 15-inch to 16-inch neochrome studs, 0 lips, and very thick tires, taking into consideration we're running thinner tires on these cars. Now, I mentioned to you guys that the trailer is bagged. That's your bag trailer, guys. How sick is that? Now we added a little bit of a flavor, and I'm gonna say shout out to Nits. I was stressing because of time, but within an hour and a half, it was a change that really changed the game on this trailer. So because the E10 is quite low, we installed another double airbag system. So if we need to raise the trailer to offload the 2002, it's at the flick of a button. How cool is that, guys? And you guys know that this is a very low car. So it's got the cool front spoiler. So I think it's a nice added touch. Shout out Nits, legend of a guy. His concept, I can take no credit for it except for the front box and the winch. That I will take credit for. So that's your trailer, guys. Now I must say, you guys know I'm very close with Adendorf. Shout out to Conrad and the team. I literally went to Adendorf and said, guys, please help me. I need some stuff for the gravity build. Can you assist me with some goodies? So Adendorf I'm fortunate enough to have Adendorf supply us with the cool winch in case the vehicle gives us an issue. A very cool box to house the battery, the air components. We got a compressor to pump the tires, or if we have an issue with the air, we got a compressor to pump the bags up. I got a toolbox, I got a jack, I got a jump starter, I got a trickle charger, toolbox. So there's a lot of stuff that Adendorf jumped on board with, including a jack and a wheel spanner, and I'll get to why we're taking some tools with now. But yeah, it's a very cool box, lockable as well, and hopefully I can close it. Yeah, it's closed now. Sharp. So shout out Adendorf, you guys are amazing. Now I want to show you how cool this is, right? And again, credit to Nits. Look at the cabling that's done. We're using welding cable and welding points with the custom fabricated trailer point. I honestly love that. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Once again, I can't take any credit. Shout out to our sponsors on board here. You guys will see throughout the video their names are popping up. Please show them love, show them support. They deserve it. Now we're gonna talk about Chip in the story. So this is my E10. I've owned it for a few years, drove it about 2 or 3 times. Always wanted to build it, but never had real direction on on where I wanted it to be. When this idea came up, we decided to go crazy with it. So again, this is kind of like the show car and the little brother being carried by the big brother. So we decided to do a matching color scheme on the trailer, the wagon and the 2002. We went with our custom purple color. I think we should call it, actually we need a name for these colors, so you guys come up with it. Comment down below with your suggestion on the names. So bodywork was done. We had the amazing gents from Plasma Graphics, Talon and his dad. You guys seen his dad, Shame. I must tell you, it's such a heart sore story. His dad has been diagnosed with cancer. Doctor hasn't given him long to live, so please keep them in your prayers. This is a project that we were amazed for them to come on board. So they hooked us up with the widened arches, the custom front spoiler. We then redid the boot spoiler, and I'll talk to you about that in a bit now. But again, Delon, thank you so much. Appreciate it a lot. Now, this is a fusion between old school and new school. Old school being old school 2002/E10/1600, ragtop roof, motors running side drafts, the old school fenders, the old school type of an interior with no headrest, etc. And the M5's running the modern motor with the double panoramic sunroof. So it's a modern car. Reason for that, or this build, is to show that we are diverse in both ways. So again, amazing combo, but you guys need to be the judge of that. I must tell you, we faced a bit of challenges, especially with the arches. We spec'd the wheels quite wide. In fact, I think we went a little bit too wide on the back here. So we're running 4-inch lips with the 16-inch step to 17-inch. So I'm going to take you through the configuration. Trailer, 15 step to 16, 0-inch lips. E10, 16 step to 17-inch, 4-inch lips, 2-inch in the front, right? Then we've got the station wagon, Costa GP, which is 17-inch step to 18-inch. I wanted to tell a story. I also wanted to show the diversity of your wheel specs that you could go in different applications. Now again, interior wise, we went with the full white interior, perforated diamond centers, suede, white suede, off-white suede roof liner, light gray carpet, and completely redone. So yeah, I like the purple against the white. I think it's a very cool combo. What do you guys think? Comment down below. I hope you guys like the car because we put a lot of effort into it, and we've also gotten a lot of people on board that have come and really shown support for this build, and we need it, guys. We can't build these things on our own. We'd love to give other companies an opportunity to be showcased and also be part of something special. It's a legacy at the end of the day. Now, I wish that, again, I wish we had access to a lot of the parts overseas, because I would have loved to have changed the trims. I would have loved to have re-chromed them and gotten a lot more newer parts for the car, but unfortunately it was not realistic. So yeah, again, K Motors came on board, hooked us up with all the 2002 spares and the sound system for the vehicle. So a massive shout out to them as well. And a shout out to everyone, including EMI Motors, that actually sold me the car and sponsored us a set of discs and pads for the M5. Overall, I love the package. It's an emotional build, and I wish I had more time to go through the cars with you, but unfortunately Werner is looking at me and I really need to load the cars now. So guys, there will be more. I'll do another video when I'm in the UK when the cars arrive. So wish us luck. The plan is for the vehicles to go to 5 different shows, 3 in the UK, 1 in Belgium, 1 in Germany. That can only happen with your guys' prayers and if everything goes well. And also if we get more sponsors on board, because it's difficult and it's expensive to be able to go for these shows, and we rely a lot on sponsorships, and I sacrifice a lot. You guys know I sold my E28, I sold my VR6 to actually fund these overseas trips, And I do it for the passion, and I do it because I love it, and I do it because I want to learn as a person. And if you compare where Nkabi was, if you compare where Vato is, and if you compare where these two are, I would say there's definitely improvement, and that's what it's about, guys. Thank you so much for the support, the love. I love you guys. Remember me, my family, my brother in your prayers, as well I. Right now, we're going to get ready to load the cars up. So I'll catch you guys soon. I don't know what to say, Nitz. So we got a problem. So remember the guy that sabotaged the air on the car with the shock? So we managed to rectify the shock problem, and then we requested from our supplier that we don't want to use the same airbags, but our supplier refused to exchange the airbags even though we were not at fault. So now we set with the problem where, let me show you guys actually. So this happened twice today. So when the guy actually stuffed up the shock, it damaged the inner part of the airbag. Supplier said, not gonna give you new airbags, just replace the O-rings. We did that. Unfortunately, the inner part of the bag is already damaged due to the previous guy's work. Now we sit with the problem where we were trying to get the cars ready to load into the container, and now the airbag gave in. It's the second time for today it's doing this. So now we've got to get our driver to get another set of airbags and bring it through to us, and we've got to install it onto the car. Now this is frustrating. It's also a challenge, and it's a problem because, again, when we request something, we're not requesting something because we want things for free. There's a reason behind it, and that is why we requested at that time for the airbag to be changed. We would not have been sitting in this situation, but unfortunately that's business. Not everyone thinks the way we do. So wish us luck. Remember, like I said, these are all part of the journey. This is things that are happening for a reason, and we accept it. It's the Almighty's way of doing things, and we accept it. So let's hope we can get it right and get the cars onto the container. We are going to be changing the we're actually going to be changing the configuration of how we're loading. The wagon was supposed to go in first, then the trailer, then the 2002. Now we're going to do it the opposite way to save some time. We're going to be putting the 2002 first, followed by the trailer. Strap the trailer down. We'll drive the 2002 onto the trailer, strap the 2002 onto the trailer, move it into place, and then I will reverse the wagon into the container. That way it makes it easier for us when we do need to offload when the cars arrive in the UK. So that's a plan. Everything happens for a reason. Let's accept it and let's do our thing, guys. guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, to be able to take cars overseas is not easy. I suppose that's why a lot of people also have not done it before. But again, I'm the type of person, if I put my mind to it and I pray for it and it happens, I have to see it through. So again, this build goes out to my late brother, Moosa. May the Almighty grant him and all our loved ones and friends that have passed on, Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah, Amin. And it's an emotional build, and I needed to do it for closure for myself, because I set out with my brother to do this project and he's no longer here. So again, it's dedicated to him. It's my coping mechanism. And I hope, and again, what I love is the bond that we share and the way you guys encourage us and the way you guys support us. And that really helps us deal with a lot of the stress and the pressures we go through. Because running this business is not easy. Building cars is not easy. You deal with a lot of challenges like you guys have seen. But reading your positive comments and having you guys support us really helps us get through this journey. So personally, I'm proud to be South African. I'm proud to be an African. And I'm proud to represent my country on an international platform. And again, you guys are coming with me on this journey. Imagine, guys, this is literally the 4th overseas show that we are going for and that you guys have helped us accomplish. So I think you definitely need to give yourself a pat on the back, because you guys deserve it. A massive shout out to you guys for always commenting, interacting. I'm gonna say that this game is not for everyone. Building old school cars is not for everyone. But at the end of the day, if you follow it and if you're passionate about it, you will always go through with flying colors, regardless of the difficulty. So anything that you do, if you want to be a chef, accountant, IT person, whatever it is, if you have passion, your passion is going to give you purpose, and it's going to allow you to stay motivated through all the difficulties. So remember that, guys. I love you guys a lot. Shout out to my family, wifey, kids, my amazing staff, my amazing sponsors. You guys are awesome. Thank you for backing me and believing in me. And thank you to the guys that have invited us for overseas shows. We appreciate you. And thank you for giving us an opportunity to showcase our African talent. I'm proud to be a brand ambassador for the car culture of South Africa, because South Africa has got talent, guys. Stay safe, be humble, be kind. And I'll catch you guys on the next episode.